Hi everyone, this is Caitlin with Kait's Collectibles, and today I'm going to be showing off the Sailor Mercury figure art. So, the Mercury one was the second figure released after Sailor Moon, which was kind of expected because she was the second scout, but they didn't actually follow the order of appearance for the releases. So, she was the second one that came out. Just going over the box, very similar to the box for Sailor Moon. Obviously, originally she was right in the center of the packaging here. They have the image of Mercury on the side here. And in my packaging, right down here, we've got the official sticker showing that it is an official product there. So that's the thing to watch out for with bootlegs. Make sure it's a real gold or silver sticker, as well as the 20th anniversary logo just below that. And then they have her name both in English and Japanese on the side of the box there. We've got the logos for Tamashii Nations and Bandai. Much like Sailor Moon's box, I really like it because it's very colorful. They obviously have a little more blue on this box to highlight that being her color. This one, I believe, this one came to me secondhand, but because it is the American release of the product, it includes a big sticker that shows there's a choking hazard. This is one of the things that people have pointed out with a number of different items, including some of the Proplica wands and things that are coming from places like Amazon. So unfortunately that sticker is stuck right on the box there, so I'm not going to try and remove that, but I believe the Japanese ones did not have that on the packaging. Just going around the side of the box here, much like the Sailor Moon one, we've got some different examples of the poses that she can be placed in. I really like the way they did the back of this one, just representing some of the poses she had done in the anime, as well as showing off that she'll come with her visor, her little pocket computer. And I like that they used kind of the rainbow font there as well. I thought it was just a little cute touch, basically, to stand out against all the blue. It would have been nice as well with this one to have, maybe a little bit of sparkliness to the package, but I guess everything Sailor Moon can't be covered in sparkles. And the other side of the box here, another example of how she looks, as well as from the top. And they've got the little sort of cutout on the right of her and her pose after transforming. So all in all, really nice packaging, which is kind of what I've come to expect from this line of products. I've already got her out of the box and on display here with a couple of her little attachments. Much like Sailor Moon as well, she's got the heart-shaped base with her name on it. I'm going to detach her here. I do find that as they continued to release these, they somewhat improved the quality of the stand. It's slightly easier to keep a stiff bend on hers, or maybe I just got one that works a little better, I'm not sure. But this one I find a little easier in terms of actually posing her. And with the heart-shaped base, you can see it's got her name, her symbol, all in blue, her colors. Similar idea with the stars and the ribbons. Now the figure itself, again, really well painted. I don't have any complaints about the quality of the paint job. I'll turn her around here just for a better view from the back. Like the lines on her boots, her collar, the bow, everything's really clean on this figure. So I find that at least in my experience, the quality has been really quite good. I know I've heard some complaints from people where They've had figures where they've been positioning them and some of the joints have been loose, limbs have been difficult to position, or they've actually come off. That hasn't been my experience, fortunately, with these, but it's possible I'm just being very, very tender with them. Much like Sailor Moon, she's also very articulated right down to the points of her toes. So I've got her sort of cross-posed here, but you can see that the boots down here bend as well. And one of the things I liked as well was her little pocket computer, which if we were able to get in on a little bit, they included two versions of for this particular figure. They've got one that comes attached to the hand that's open. I'll just tip it so you can see. There, they've actually done it up like the computer. And then they also have one that's closed. So this one slides into her hand for this particular hand set. There we go. And I like that the way they did this with this computer, it actually fits quite nicely in the hand and it doesn't slide out on its own. One of the complaints that I have with the Sailor Mars figure, which I'll also be reviewing, is that the Afuda she came with, there's no good way for her hands to actually hold them, so it's kind of a useless prop, unless you're lucky enough to actually get it to stay in position and then never ever move it. So with the Mercury figure, she didn't come with quite as many features as Sailor Moon, but they did a really good job packaging all the pieces as well. So right now the set of bangs that I have on her includes her blue visor. The other set of bangs would just be the regular ones that would go over her tiara. And similar to Sailor Moon's, they have a clip system, basically, a little plug system to fit snugly in place. So they also have Mercury's pocket computer in a closed version that you could also slip into her hand, although really I've found completely maybe not necessary. It's more interesting to see it when it's open. You can see it a little bit there. Now this time they were a little bit smarter and they packaged both the faces and the hands all into one plastic case. So with Sailor Moon's, the faces had a case that closed over them to hold them snugly in place, but the hands didn't, they were loose. So I find this time they actually had a little bit of a better setup. Because all of the figures basically have the same attachments as well, in theory you could use the different faces or the different hands on the other figures, although I would find that probably with the faces, they're obviously not going to look like the right character, but the hands, just a nice little thing to be able to interchange between them. So the figure itself otherwise is basically the same as Sailor Moon in terms of being able to interchange the pieces, change out the hair, the overall packaging. So as you can see, she's overall very nice. I really like the Mercury figure. I'm not the biggest Mercury fan, but I ended up getting a really good deal through a girl on Facebook actually, for the figures. She was able to sell me both Mars and Mercury for $30 a piece. So that was less than Amazon was going to be with the shipping. So it was, I thought, a really good deal for the figures. And they look really nice alongside Sailor Moon. So I would like to continue collecting figures from this line. They've obviously released a whole lot more since then, and I've been slowly growing this collection because they aren't a limited edition item. So they have done some reprintings. The Sailor Moon figure obviously came with the exclusive faces for the pre release. Mercury did not include anything of the sort. I believe the only other figure that did was Sailor Uranus, which included a faceplate for Sailor Moon, not for her figure itself. So eventually down the road, maybe I'll be getting that one and I'll be able to review that as well and show off that face. But for now, I am just sticking to the inners as I go along. So eventually I'll be doing a review for the Mars figure art as well. But if you enjoyed this one or you want to see more of these, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what kind of toys, Sailor Moon or otherwise for that matter, that you'd like to see me review, and I'll be happy to look into them. Thanks.